The city of Eastbridge never really slept. Even at 2 in the morning, the streets pulsed with the glow of flickering neon signs, the hiss of midnight buses, and the whispers of unseen deals in the alleyways. Detective Alex Mercer sipped his bitter coffee, standing by the frosted window of his office. He barely closed the file on a petty theft case when his phone buzzed, shattering the calm. It was Captain Reyes. "Alex, we've got a situation." One of the city's top tech researchers, Dr. Evelyn Carter, vanished without a trace 2 hours ago. Last seen leaving Eastbridge Innovations. Security footage cuts out. "We need you on this." Alex's instincts sharpened like the edge of a blade. In Eastbridge, people didn't just disappear, not without leaving a shadow behind. The rain hadn't stopped when Alex arrived at the glass and steel tower of Eastbridge Innovations. The lobby smelled of cold marble and corporate ambition. Security guard Jordan, a young man with darting eyes, met him at the front. "She left at 10:42 p.m., Jordan stammered. Camera feed died for 2 minutes. When it came back, she was gone. The detective walked the perimeter. On the curb near the employee parking, a single item caught his attention. A silver cufflink engraved with the letter M. Dr. Carter didn't wear cufflinks. This wasn't hers. Alex knew Dr. Carter wasn't an ordinary scientist. She was working on a project codenamed Project Helios, a prototype for real-time data prediction software rumored to be worth billions. If someone wanted her to disappear, the motive wasn't personal. It was profit. Back at his office, Alex ran the cufflink through the police database. One hit came back, Martin Hale, a former cybersecurity expert turned corporate saboteur. Hale had vanished years ago after a string of high-profile tech breaches. Alex didn't believe in coincidences. A call from Captain Reyes jolted him the next morning. "We intercepted an anonymous message," Reyes said. "Encrypted, but we cracked it. You have 48 hours to stop the shadows." Tick-tock. Alex stared at the clock on his desk, the second hand slicing away the hours. He knew what that meant. Whoever had Dr. Carter wasn't just playing games. There was a deadline. Alex dove into Martin Hale's cold case files. Hale had once been obsessed with predictive algorithms, even theorizing that with enough data, he could predict human decisions down to the second. But he also believed in manipulation, not just predicting the future, but rewriting it. Alex drove to Hale's last known hideout, an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of Eastbridge. The place was empty, save for a single clue, a piece of paper taped to the wall with a chessboard diagram and the phrase, "The Queen's Gambit is always the beginning." It wasn't just a riddle, it was a map. Alex consulted Dr. Carter's assistant, Mia Lawson, an intelligent, no-nonsense woman with a keen sense for puzzles. "That phrase, it's a chess opening," Mia said. "But look at the diagram. The pieces are arranged to mark coordinates. It's pointing to the old Queen's Street subway station, shut down years ago." Alex didn't waste a second. When he arrived at Queen's Street Station, the silence was suffocating. The scent of rust and damp stone filled the air. Deep inside the tunnels, he found a locked steel door, a keypad blinking silently. But etched into the grime, someone had left a clue. Helios knows. Alex realized the password wasn't human. It was the name of Carter's project's ad prototype. "EVE," he whispered. The door clicked open. Inside was a makeshift tech lab. Dr. Carter, bound but unharmed, looked up as Alex entered. Before he could reach her, a voice echoed through hidden speakers. "Detective Mercer." Right on time. It was Martin Hale. A hidden camera flickered on, revealing Hale's face on a nearby monitor. Gaunt, older, but eyes sharp as ever. "This wasn't about ransom," Alex Hale sneered. "It's about proving a point. Prediction isn't the future. Control is." Hale had programmed Project Helios to simulate scenarios that could manipulate financial markets, but he needed Carter to finalize the code. Alex freed Dr. Carter, but Hale had already launched the program. Unless they stopped it, the system would reroute stock exchanges worldwide, crashing economies in minutes. Carter and Alex worked against the clock, tracing the program's signal to a server farm hidden beneath Eastbridge's old municipal courthouse. Alex notified Reyes, who dispatched a SWAT team while Carter hacked into the network. The building was rigged to collapse if anyone tampered with the servers. Every second counted. Alex reached the courthouse just as Hale's mercenaries tried to trigger the explosives. A tense standoff ended in gunfire. Non-lethal rounds and tear gas filled the air. Inside the server room, Carter finally cracked the override code, OIGHTBARER. The program froze seconds before the final upload. Hale's voice crackled over the comms one last time. "You stopped me this time, Mercer." But shadows always return. The city breathed a collective sigh of relief. Dr. Carter was safe, the program dismantled, and Martin Hale had once again vanished into the underworld. As the sun rose over Eastbridge, Alex stood at his office window, the night's adrenaline finally wearing off. The shadows were gone. For now. But in a world driven by data and deception, Mercer knew it was only a matter of time before another chase began. Epilogue, the whisper of tomorrow. In an unmarked van parked outside Eastbridge, a figure sat in silence, watching the sunrise. On the dashboard, a new chessboard was set, pieces arranged mid-game. A single text message glowed on a burner phone screen. "The next move is yours, detective."